beautiful people. So on Sunday, last Sunday, the topic was creative you, and we had some issues with our Wi-Fi. So just when Fernando was speaking and sharing his beautiful art, we caught it all back up and back in. So we have some of that on our stream and on our YouTube. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what I was talking about when it wasn't being recorded. So my name is Frankie Timbers, and I'm the spiritual director at Center for Spiritual Living, Morristown. And the topic was creative you. And I think it's so interesting, right? How quickly we can say, well, I'm not very creative. Because in our human experience, we experience life in a dual way. There's duality. Yes, I'm creative. No, I'm not creative. Or some days I am, some days I'm not. But the truth of it is that we're always creative. So even when I'm making a big mess, I'm being creative. Even when I mess up my life, I'm being creative. Even when I'm creating a beautiful art or a beautiful piece of jewelry, or I'm working on my art journals, I'm being always creative because I'm always using the creative power in the universe. I am always on the receiving end of this creative power. And so it's ever available to me. So what I'm discovering then is what I think about creativity, what I believe about being creative. So wouldn't it be great if we could truly know that we are always using the creative process, that we're always being creative, but that we get to be more conscious about how and when and in which way. And so I love this idea that Ernest Holmes, the founder of the Science of Mind teaching, so beautifully conveys when he says we are always using the creative process or we're misusing it and we always get a different result. So join me in a spiritual mind treatment to tune into that creative process, that creative power that is ever within us, that created us out of itself. That is our link to life. So right here, right now, I open my mind and my heart to the divine presence and the divine power that is ever giving of itself, that is ever recreating out of itself. I know this when I look out my window and I see the blossoming of the trees as spring has arrived. And I know this as I realize that spring always comes after winter. The sun always rises. There is an utter predictability in the creative process that is mine to use. I take full ownership of how I use this creative power, and I choose to use it for good. I am the presence of love. And as the presence of love, I am a healing presence wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, wherever I go. It is a blessing, not just to me, but to the world. And so it is.